Hello, welcome to the Graphing Inequalities word problems. Now, the hardest part about these word problems is setting them up. Once you set them up, then all you're doing is graphing lines. Okay, it's just like what we just did in the previous videos. So, the easiest way to set these up is to make a table. All right, so when we read the word problems, what we're going to do is make our table. So we want to assemble and we want to paint. Now, one of the things that we have to do is we have to figure out what X and Y are. X are the economy types and Y are the deluxe. Okay, so then we have the economy, which is our X type, and we have our deluxe, which are our Y type, and then we have what we want to maximize. All right? So it takes 2 hours to assemble our economy, and it requires 3 hours to assemble our deluxe. It takes half an hour to paint our deluxe, and it takes an hour to paint our economy. We want to maximize our assembly hours to be less than or equal to 12 hours per day, and our painting is less than or equal to 4 hours per day. So this will give us our system. We also know that X is greater than or equal to 0 and Y is greater than or equal to 0 because we're going to make something every day. So this gives us our system to be 2x plus 3y is less than or equal to 12. X plus half y is less than or equal to 4. X is greater than or equal to 0. And y is greater than or equal to 0. Okay? Now we need to solve the system. So we have, for here, we have 0. So if x is 0, then we have 4. If y is 0, then we have 6. For this one, if x is 0, we have 8. If y is 0, we have 4. Okay? And think about it this way. These 4 points that we have right here are the intersection of these two lines with x and y greater than or equal to 0. All right, now we need to find the intersection of of 2x plus 3y equals 12 and x plus half y equals 4. So what I would do is I would solve, what I did was I solved for y. So I said 3y equals minus 2x plus 12. So y equals negative 2/3 x plus 4. Sorry, I'm having to keep my computer on. And I have 1/2 y equals minus x plus 4. So I have y equals minus 2x plus 8. So then I have negative 2/3 x plus 4 equals minus 2x plus 8. So now I solve for x. So I subtract, so I'm going to move the 4 over here and the 2 over here. So that's 4/3 x equals 4. So multiply by 3/4. So x equals 3. So now plug it in. So I have y equals negative. So y equals negative 2 times 3 plus 8. So y equals negative 6 plus 8. So y equals 2. So I have this intersection is the point 3, 2. So now if I graph this, now remember I'm only graphing in the first quadrant. Okay, so I have the point. Now here's the way I graph these. Is so I have this line that comes down like this, and I have this line that comes out like this. So this is the point 0, 8, right? And 4, 0. And this is the point 6, 0. And this is 0, 4. And so this line is 2x plus 3y equals 12. And this line is x plus 1/2 y equals 4. And this point right here is the point 3, 2. So now I need to test. So I'm going to test 0, 0. So I have 0 plus 0 less than or equal to 12. And that's a yes. And so that's for this line. Remember, I'm going this way. Now, I use the little arrows to show me in every region which way I'm going. And when all my arrows point to one region, then that's where I go. And so this is 0 plus 0 is less than or equal to 4. So this line is going this way. And since all my arrows are pointing, so notice here that for this region right here, I have 2 arrows. But this line right here is not pointing that way, so I can't go there. And for this region right here, I have this line that's not pointing there, so it's not there. But notice for this region, everything is pointing there, so that's my answer. And this way, by doing the little arrows, I don't have huge shades. A lot of people use a lot of colors and shading, but I found that if I use the little arrows and say, well, you're going to where all the arrows point, that people tend to understand that. Okay, so that's my answer. That's all you do. The hardest part in all of this is setting up the equations. So if you have any questions, please email me. Thank you.